So interestingly, this can be upper bounded using a couple of more asymptotic functions. For example, I can say 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is upper bounded by say 3 times n cube, and constant is c. I say my n naught is 4, and it is true for all n greater than or equal to, this is true for all n greater than or equal to n naught, which is 4 over here. And I can also say, so 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is upper bounded by 10 times 2 power n, and hidden constant is this. Say, let me say my n naught to be say 3, and for all n greater than or equal to 3 this inequality is true. So naturally you can see that anything above quadratic will do the job. So which means 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is order n square, which is order n power 2.1, order n cube, which is order n power 10, order 2 power n. So interestingly, this is, one can also say this is order n power 2 plus epsilon, where epsilon is greater than or equal to 0. 0 case is order n square, and it could be 0.0001, still the inequality is true, and it could be 10, it could be 100, it could be anything. Also, we see that it is order c power n, where c is strictly greater than 1, which means one can say this is order 1.1 power n, and I can say this is order 1.00 this to the power n, and so on. So this quadratic term can be upper bounded by an exponential term c power n, where c is strictly greater than 1. And so for appropriate choice of c and n naught, we see that 1.1 power n is upper bounded by, sorry, this one is upper bounded by 1.1 power n. And similarly, 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is upper bounded by, for appropriate choice of c and n naught, is upper bounded by 1.001 to the power n. Fine? So the interesting part is this. So 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is this order n. Is this true? Let's make an attempt. I mean, by looking at, we say no, because you are trying to upper bound a quadratic growing function. The growth of the function is quadratic, which you are trying to upper bound using a linear function. So answer is no, but formally suppose it is true. Then apply the definition. 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is upper bounded by constant times n, and definition says there exists c greater than 0, there exists n greater than or equal to n naught, there exists n naught such that this one is true. So there exists n naught greater than 0 such that for all n greater than or equal to n naught, this one is true. Fine. So let's simplify. What we get is 3n plus 4 minus 2 by n is at most c. So please note, this is a variable in n, and this one, I mean, together we can say this one is upper bounded by some constant, say 4. this term is crucial. You are trying to upper bound something that is growing with respect to n, it's a variable in n, using a constant. And however large the constant is, there is one n naught, and beyond which this inequality is false, because this is just a constant, but this is variable n. Suppose you say C is really large, say 10 power 9. If you say that C is really large, choose appropriate n naught. Say choose n naught to be, say, 10 power 12. You see that 3n plus 4 minus 2 by n is not upper bounded by 10 power 9 for all n greater than or equal to 10 power 12. So according to the C that you choose to support this argument, one can always choose one n naught to refute the argument. That's precisely the essence. So we can never upper bound a function which is involving a variable n using a constant term. Not just that, so this is not true. So 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is not order n. So 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is not order n power 1.5. Anything smaller than n square is not true. So which means 3n square plus 4n minus 2 is not order n power 2 minus epsilon, and where epsilon is strictly greater than 0. And so you cannot upper bound this using, suppose epsilon is 0.1, you cannot upper bound this using n power 1.9. So anything smaller than n square you cannot upper bound. So that's precisely what we are trying to highlight. So on one side you see that starting from n square you can choose anything, n square, n power 2.1 and all that, and anything below it is not possible. So asymptotic functions of this form, say 5n cube plus 6 times n square times 2 power n, say minus 100. So we see that the leading term over here is not cubic. This one involves a quadratic term and an exponential term. So we see that this is upper bounded by, say, 10 times n square times 2 power n. Constant is 10, n naught is, say, 4. It may be even true for something smaller than these two, but I just wanted to highlight that for appropriate choice of C and n naught, you can upper bound this. Now with this I can say this one is order of n square times 2 power n, and not just that, I can also upper bound this using n cube times 2 power n. I can also upper bound this using n square times 3 power n. In general, this can be upper bounded using n power 2 plus epsilon dot 2 plus delta to the power n, and delta is greater than or equal to 0 and my epsilon is greater than or equal to 0. If you substitute 0 for both, you get n square times 2 power n, and starting from this it is true for other values. We also see that this one is not order of 2 power n. one can establish a similar proof, or intuitively you see that this one is dictated by a product of a polynomial term, quadratic term and an exponential term, which we are trying to upper bound using just an exponential term. And or one can give a proof by contradiction to show that this one is not order 2 power n, and this one is not order n into 2 power n. But interestingly, this one is order 3 power n, and this one is order 2.1 to the power n. This one is order 2.001 to the power n. So the interesting part is 2 power n is fine. In addition to that, you have this 0.1, right? That 0.1 will actually dominate the growth of the quadratic part. Similarly, the 0.001 will dominate. It may not be true for small values of c and n naught, but for appropriate choice of c and n naught, one can establish that this one is indeed 2.001 to the power n. So we also come across functions involving logarithmic terms. So something like time complexity of an algorithm or step count of an algorithm is say n log n plus say 10, which is order n log n, a linear term and a logarithmic term. And log n, the growth of logarithmic function and the growth of linear function. You see that linear function grows much faster, so which means log n can be upper bounded by n, so log n is order n. So if that's the case, this is order n square as well. This is order n power 1.1 as well. So you see that this one n part takes care of this, then n power 0.1 takes care of this. Again, appropriate choice of c and n naught, one can establish that n log n is order n power 1.1. And now with this one can conclude there are other interesting functions, order 2 power n, 3 power n, and so on. And it is certainly not order n and anything smaller than that. Okay, and it is also order of n log n times log n. Okay, and anything smaller than that is not possible, so which means it is not order of n log n. Okay, so as always one can fix appropriate c and n naught and argue this part. For to prove that it is not, one can always show that on simplification we will get a function, on one side it will be a constant, on the other side we will have a function involving n, the variable n. So trying to upper bound a variable function using a constant function is not possible. So what we will do is, when we start discussing algorithms, subsequently its complexity, we will first identify using step count method, then we will upper bound the step count value with appropriate notation. For example, big O is one choice. Next we shall discuss other notations, and once we see all of them, we will try relating and see are there any interesting properties among these notation.